Hey guys, my name is Fabe and welcome back to another episode of the Dinosaur Mine. So, last episode, among other things, I asked you guys what you want to see me work on, and a lot of people reminded me that I should work some more on the subway. So, let me show you what happened down there. First of all, I have been working on the subway a little bit every now and then, so I haven't forgotten about it. For example, whenever I needed stone, I took it from here. I was digging the tunnel onwards from this station here on the lab, at least in this direction. I haven't quite found out when I have to turn right yet to get to the hotel and the museum. But that's something I will do sometime soon, and I will continue digging. So I have been digging all this out whenever I needed stone for the hotel or for the witch hut. And I also did a live stream the other day where I was working on the subway. And on that live stream, I did all this. I was digging a lot. I was placing out all these here. And if you go back there all the way, oh man, this tunnel is always way longer than I thought it would be. But I made it all the way around the corner back there. So, yes, I did make some progress on the subway. I haven't forgotten about it. And no, it will not be done by the time of the world download, as you can see. The thing is, I'm really short on iron and on quartz. I went quartz hunting a little bit too on the live stream, so I'm good on quartz for now. But yeah, as you can see, I have been working on the whole subway dealio, figuring it out, and you are right, I really need to get this done, and I've been procrastinating on it way too long. The thing is, as I said before, this makes for a very, very boring video, because it's very repetitive. It's a huge project, but it's always the same thing to do. And so I can't really do it for a video anymore, which is why I invest my time rather in things that I can show you guys while doing them. But this is something that I should do more often and should work on whenever I find some additional time, and maybe even continue to live stream it. So I plan on doing that a lot more again, live streaming more, working on the subway a little bit more, and hopefully getting it done before episode 300. That would be nice. I mean, we've been working on the subway for probably over 100 episodes now. I don't even know, but for a very, very long time. Alright, moving on. Let's talk about what we should do with the AFK point, because that is something that I definitely want to finish before I release the world download for episode 250. So, I've been asking you guys a couple of episodes ago, and it was actually very, very spread out. The opinions weren't really the same. Like, there were a lot of different opinions. We had even some people suggesting a UFO or like a broomstick with a witch in the comments. And no, we're not going to do that because, as I told you many times before, I kind of try to keep this park semi-realistic. So having a giant witch floating up there or having a UFO up there is not quite what I have in mind. So the decision was between a helicopter, a blimp or hot air balloon, or building a solid tower up there. And it was, as I said, quite split. The tower lost, but it also had a couple of votes. Then, at first when I looked at the votes, I was separating blimps and balloons. And if I would do that, the helicopter would win by 1 vote. But since blimps and balloons are so similar, if I combine the votes, I would say the blimp wins. And I thought about just replicating this balloon there, and I think it would be a little bit boring. So I want to challenge myself, and I want to build a blimp up there. I have never built a blimp. I have seen, like, airships built in Minecraft. You see them quite a lot, like these steampunk airships, which look really, really cool, like wooden and then the giant balloon there. I don't know if I want to go with the steampunk themed one, but I want to try and build a blimp. I don't know if I can get it completely done today. I don't have a whole lot of time, but I want to at least get it started and try and lay it out and figure out how big it should be. But I think it should be an interesting challenge to do. So, where would we start with that? Oh yeah, and another thing that would work well with that is someone suggested to connect these couches, but with maybe a carpenter's barrier, a thin one, so it looks kind of like a line that keeps the blimp in at the same space this whole time, kind of like an anchor. And I think that could look kind of cool. The only thing I'm worried about is if I connect these couches up with a carpenter's barrier tower, more or less, will I still be able to easily click and get up, you know? Because that is something that I still need to be able to do. And I don't know if that's possible if I add like carpenter's barriers in there. Should we try it out at the bottom? Let's see. Oop. Every time I jump down there, I'm a little bit scared that I'm going to screw up. But yeah, I've really started to like the area here. I still haven't replaced the crafting table, by the way. I will. Some people suggested building like a ticket booth here. I don't know for what I would need a ticket booth here, to be quite honest, so I probably won't do that. But as I said, I don't plan on building anything big in this area here because eventually I want to have a bridge going on the other side into the new lands over there. Not before the world download, obviously, but sometime soon. Alright, so let's get up here. How would we want to do that? The thing is... Okay, where's my hammer? There's my hammer. So if we use the that's the thinnest one, right? Oh no, that's way thinner. Wow, that's really thin. I didn't know we had such a thin one. Alright, let's take this really, really thin one. Let's have it connect up. Boop. Wow, that looks kind of weird. Okay, ooh, oh, that's this one, I see. Interesting. Well, it shouldn't connect anywhere until we're all the way up there. So if we do that and maybe what looks rope-like? We had this before, didn't we? Didn't we try to make a rope at some point, somewhere? I remember thinking about what kind of block would look good as a rope, but I don't remember where that was. Must have been a long time ago. Yeah, I don't remember at all. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I can't remember where I would use that, but maybe this wireframe would also make for a good rope design. Let's see. Oops. Okay, yeah, this is definitely not gonna work. I can't click on the next one at all. This is not good. Let me get out of here. I mean, I don't take suffocation damage because this isn't a solid block, but what if I do this? No. Ah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, there's no way to go up there now. That is very unfortunate. I thought that was a good idea, but it's not going to work out. Another option I could do is make it behind here like that, but that does look weird because it doesn't connect at all. So once again, the couches would be just hovering in the air. I'm trying to think of another option. One option that would connect it would just have like vertical half slabs behind it. But that would be way too thick, I believe. It doesn't look like a rope at all if you have it like 1 meter wide. There's no rope that big. So I guess we are out of options once more. Unless you guys have another idea, of course. Let me know. I mean, I could try... the thing is, with if we had the 1.9... glass panes and or iron bars, I could do it because they were only very, very small. I think like 1 or 2 pixels wide, and I'm pretty sure that with the new glass panes and iron bars, the hitbox would be a lot smaller. You see, like the hitbox is really big if you look at it like that. Hitbox is way bigger than the actual barrier. But I think with the new iron bars and stuff, the hitbox would actually be only 2 by 2 pixels. And that would make it easier to go up there. I just saw, if you look at that, let's compare that. that is the normal fence. And that is a chiseled one. You see the hitbox is way bigger. This is a 4 pixel wide hitbox, and this is a at least 8 pixel wide hitbox. So what if we use the unchiseled version? It's a little bit thicker, but the hitbox is a little bit smaller. And maybe that can work out in our favor. You know what? Let's just get up here and make it here. Why not? Boop, 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 and boop. Alright, let's try this again. Doop. No, it's still too big. It completely covers up the... It completely covers up the next couch. That's a shame. It would have been nice. Yeah, still. I would have to get rid of this one. And then, yeah, then it would work. But that would look weird again. Because now there's still this gap there. So that doesn't work at all. You know, perfect would be if I could build them on this block here, right behind it, but having on this side of the block. And still be as thin as they were. That would be nice. But I guess we'll have to keep them floating for now. As I said, if you have any ideas for that, let me know in the comments. But for right now, I think I'm gonna make a whole bunch of these suckers here. And these suckers. And then I'm gonna go up on top and start working on a cabin for the blimp. I wasn't quite sure what would be the best way to go about it. If I should start with the cabin or if I should start with the big balloon. But I think I'll start with the cabin. And once I figure out how big the cabin's gonna be, it should be a lot easier to figure out what an appropriate size of a balloon would be necessary to, yeah, keep the cabin up in the air. That's what it looks like so far. A little bit weird floating up there, but this is supposed to be a cabin. It looks really weird because you can't really see all the slopes that I used from down here. Let's see, if we get a little bit closer, maybe you can get a better feel for it. We're gonna go up there in a second too. Yeah, that's more like it. So that's what it looks like right now. Lots of slopes. And for this size, I actually calculated it out. What an appropriate size of blimp would need block-wise. And that is 1,474 blocks, which is roughly 23 stacks. So, at first I thought, hey, I'm gonna make this out of wool. But then I thought, wool isn't the prettiest material. And also, do you know how long it would take me to get 23 stacks of wool? So instead, I think I'm gonna do it out of clay, which might be cool. But yeah, this is the cabin. It's quite big from up here. You can walk around, look outside. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep the glass floor. Right now I have this trapdoor here to jump down to the water point. But I feel like this is a little bit weird because these trapdoors have these weird... Whoop. Can I demonstrate it without falling? I don't know if I can. Oop. Yeah. Oh, no, I cannot. Ooh. Ha! Well, I guess that was about time to happen. Crap. So instead, I think I'm just gonna leave like a door open here. I mean, I could make an actual door here. The problem is I would never be able to close it because when I jump off, there's no way I can click fast enough. So I'm just gonna leave this open here and let's see if I can make this jump. I have to go a little bit backwards and then I should be fine, right? Yeah, that seems good. So yeah, that's it. And you know what? Let's quickly check if I do have enough clay already because I remember that a while ago I've been harvesting tons and tons of clay. I don't remember what for, to be honest. Where did I need clay lately? Not for the... Oh yeah, for the laboratory. That's right. We used the cyan stained clay for the second laboratory a lot. And I think I gathered way more than I actually needed. I thought about colors too. And you all know my favorite color, right? What color? So I'll probably go with that, especially in clay form. It's really perfect, and I think it could be cool to have it up there. I don't know what other color would look good, so I hope you guys are okay with that. I think it would be cool. And I might slap on the same Dinosaur Mine paintings up there again. We probably won't be able to see them unless we are really close, but hey, let's see. Alright, that is 18. That's 18, 19... That's almost there, isn't it? 18, 19, 20. 21. Let's put that in here. Boop. Okay, so 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So I'm only one stack short. That's actually really good. That is pretty awesome. I didn't expect to have that much. It's not quite enough, so I will have to go back to the mesa. And you guys know my pathway through the open nether to get to the mesa is not the safest. So I'll have to leave all my stuff here. And I'm going to collect a couple more stacks, I think. And I don't know if we can get it done today. I kind of want to try now that we already have all that clay here. Yeah, if we have a nice blimp, I think it's going to look nice. So I think I'm going to start, at least get some bottom layers there today. Now that we have that much clay already, let's see. How many dandelions do we have? A stack. That should be enough for 8 stacks of... Oh, we have a little bit more even. So that's 8, 9, 10 stacks of yellow clay. But they should be easy enough to come by. I have tons of bone meal now with the skeleton farm. Not here, but at the skeleton grinder. So, yeah, I guess. Ooh, we even have some yellow stained clay already. So, let me get to work and gather all the resources together. Well, this just happened. Oh, crap! I just was making so much nice progress. Oh, man. Let's see if we can see it from here already. Oh, yeah, there it is. Taking shape, slowly but surely. I'll need a lot more clay, though. It's coming together, guys. I think I'm halfway there now, so... One more time, getting it all done, and I have to make sure that everything is lit up, otherwise there's tons of mobs spawning on top of it. Yay, rain! I can't believe it, guys, but I actually pulled it off. Look at that, it's complete. I left a hole somewhere to get back into. Must be on the other side. Was it here? Yep, right there. But before we do that, we gotta make sure that nothing can spawn on top of here. So let's see what kind of torch pattern we can come up with to make this completely illuminated. So guys like that can't spawn here. Get out of here, man. So we see already there's a dark spot. So let's see. What if we put a torch here? That should take care of that. This should be all the torches I need. I'm a little scared that there's still some dark spots, but I think only time will tell. So let's close this off, and whenever we see some mobs spawning on top of this, I will have to go up there and check it again. I also added some more torches in here because I had a ton of mobs spawning in here. Should be fine now. As you can see, it's quite big. And I will probably close this off with some of the stone. So let's get some going. I guess I'll just take the same one that I already used for the rest, which is the stone panel of the stone brick chiseled. So if we close this off, we should be good to go and have everything done. So this is our little blimp we got going here. Let's jump down and take a look at it from a distance, because I guess that's when it's gonna look the most impressive. So let's step away to our usual point where we look at things, and as I said, still not quite sure how I'm gonna connect up these couches, but I think it looks pretty good. You know what? There's still stuff missing. The shape, I really like the shape, but a blimp doesn't look just like that. It has usually something at the back, so you know what? Let's work on that a little bit. Let's add a rudder, I think is what it would be called. At least that's what it's called for a ship, I'm pretty sure. So if we add maybe a rudder like that, I think it's gonna pull everything together into a nice shape. Done! Yeah, that adds a lot of structure to it. I even maybe could have gone a little bit bigger than that, but that definitely adds a lot of structure to it. think I want to keep it like that for now. That is what it's looked like during nighttime. A little bit weird since it's lit up on top and not at the bottom. But I think it's okay. I can definitely live with that. And with that, I will call it an episode for today. I didn't expect it to be done in one episode. That, yeah, like, I put a lot of time into that. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and hope you guys, I hope you guys, you like the end product. If you do, leave it a like, let me know in the comments what you think, and I hope to see you all again in the next episode. Until then, have a nice day, and seriously, guys, don't be daft. Play some Minecraft.